All right, y'all. Welcome to the call. I had to jump off the phone with my grandmother. She turned 87 today. We was chatting it up. All right. Hello, hello. I have to send out this I guess the emails. We have 215 people signed up. So I guess if you did not add it to your event calendar, it's not on your event calendar. And I've been too busy to send y'all email to get it on your event calendar. So I will be sending out an email. All right, let's get the recording started because I am going to start posting these on YouTube. Okay, we recording. Okay, welcome. Okay, hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. If you are new here, welcome. Y'all share it on LinkedIn, share it a couple of different places. With our agenda today, let me see here. Let me pull it up. Welcome. I see all these familiar, beautiful faces. Thank you. Do I have it here? Woo, 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 woo. Our connecting the dots. Let me see if I have the slide here. Connecting the dots. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all. Let's see here. I sweated my hair out this weekend. I sweated it out at my Chicago step-in, and I went to a backyard party. I just was all over the place. All right, so let me see where. Fatima, I saw you somewhere, and I just don't remember where it was, if it was Atlanta Black Chamber, but I remember seeing you somewhere. Where
I
did I
was
see?
I was at the Black Chamber
Okay, that's
event.
what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, or Fatima. I keep calling you Fatima because I know the other girl's name is Fatima. Okay, I
yeah.
knew. I was like, I saw you somewhere. Okay, hey, all right, y'all.
Hi,
Let me get us.
and I just joined. Thanks to you. Thank you.
Oh, yay. It's a great chamber. It really is. And it really, we'll talk about it. It is a great chamber. Get involved. I've known Melvin a long time. It took me a little while to join though, because in the beginning it was a little hokey. They had some things going on, and I was like, I don't know about this, but it's a good chamber now. Hey, y'all, I'm Montina. This is my energy. I host a marriage call in the mornings at 7:30, and one of the people was like, "Oh my God, your energy." I was like, "Get off my call. You know, like my energy goes someplace else. I might not be for you, and I'm okay with that. I am unapologetically me." Actually, somebody told me today, they thanked me and they said, "Thank you for being unapologetically Black." I said, "Oh," I told my grandma that. She said, "That's right," because we are unapologetically Black. I am unapologetically authentically me in all the spaces y'all meet me and I go into, because this is just who I am. It's too much to turn it on and turn it off. And one of my Georgia Tech students said to me one day, "Miss Montina, are you afraid to go into politics?" I said, "Honey, my private life is on public display every single day. And when you live that way, tell your own business. Don't let nobody pull nothing out the closet on you. Go and tell it all." I used to be so ashamed in my younger years, like as a little girl. My daddy was in prison and my mom had, like, look, that's them. I have a GED. I have a bachelor's, a master's, 3 executive degrees. Now I'm a professor, adjunct professor. So you do you tell you, but you show up unapologetically. If you have a soft personality, if you have a wild personality, if you want to dress a certain way. Look, I wore my hat to the commissioner meetings, honey. You couldn't tell me nothing today, okay? Okay, y'all, let's get started. All right, so today we're going to go into the Georgia Procurement Registry. You should be able to see my screen here. And we're going to go into Bidnet. I know that some of you are really overwhelmed with how Bidnet works, and you don't have to pay for anything. So again, this is me. I've been in business 10 years. I've been around a long, long time. There's a lot of information I have to share. We are going to start looking at some DBE content, like how does being a DBE work? What's the pre-qualification process? Because many of you, especially if you are in a non-traditional, which means industry, you're in marketing, video production, project management, or I talk to you and you can't really articulate what you do, you really want to see if you can get something in the construction trades and that industry. Even if you, like my company, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek on our new website we're launching in the next, probably this weekend. We're only gonna focus on construction trades. That's where the money is. Go where the money is. Some of you all meet, like, I want to help small businesses. They ain't got no money. Okay. So you need to figure out which small businesses and which industries have the money. And then you can serve them. Now you can help anyone that you want. You can serve people however you want, but you have to go to the industries that have money. So when we go into the Georgia Procurement Registry, I'll put this in the chat. You want to go in, and I'm going to show you. And again, we go over this every single time. Okay. and you search for keywords. Now, I like to search for keywords based on my industry first. Like if I were looking for opportunities, if I'm in marketing, then I would go here. I like to look at the open status. You don't want to search through everything. So it says nothing is available in marketing. Okay. So there's nothing available right now. So you might go, and again, sometimes you got to play with this. You also want to make sure that you are registered. I'm going to be teaching this during the how to do business with the airport. You want to search and know your NIGP code. You can do NIGP searches. So let's put in a phrase for marketing and let's look up all of the phrases. And this is what the procurement officers are doing. Okay. I'm not going to call anyone lazy because my husband works for the government and my daughter, I have a daughter, daughter and I'm a son-in-law. So, but we kind of know that most government employees, they just, they don't work too, they don't want to do a whole lot of extra work. But I can look in here and see communications, marketing services, marketing consulting services. You might be able to do something in forestry. And then you want to look here at marketing, service distribution, sales promotion. So actually, let's look at 96153 and see what's out there. And again, remember I said trades, they probably have taken this NIGP code out, but you can search based on phrases. So at least at some point in time, go in here, play with the searches. You can go in here and let's say for marketing, I want to look at all. Let's look at awarded. Who cares about all? Let's look at awarded. And if I look at everything that's been awarded, I might go in and say, what were the NIGP codes? So you want to do a reverse search. This is a reverse. A lot of entrepreneurs I meet, and they're like, I just want to make money. And I'm like, well, how much do you want to make? And then they look, and then they tell me a number. And I said, well, let's work backwards. If you want to make $1 million, well, then you can make 80 to 90,000 a year, or excuse me, per month. So how many you want to sell services you need to sell to make that amount per month. So really just kind of try to really break it down. So here, look at the NIGP codes: advertising agency, advertising public relations, communications, advertising consulting, marketing consulting. So I might go in and say, I want to look at consulting. So again, they're the same. They all start 915 and then you have some 918s. Okay. So again, you want to look at what's awarded. And this was just recently. Let's see if the award is there. They probably don't have the announcement out. Let's see here. Oh, they do. Ooh. Notice of intent to award, notice of award. Just on July 12th, let's see how much money they made. I was just at a commissioner's meeting and there was a floor contract for flooring for $150,000. I think a couple of us could have did that, right? My husband could have. Here were the companies that submitted a bid. So there were only 3 companies. 3 companies: I Speak Business Consulting Services, ID5, and Buck Global. And they got awarded $100,000. Okay, $100,000. And this was just awarded for July 12th. You can do an open records request and actually review the proposal. If you all were at the ABC event, our upcoming, y'all's upcoming CEO in DeKalb County mentioned that, but I should have actually mentioned that. I probably can do a session on it. When I was leaving our Board of Commissioners meeting today, they actually were having an open records like meeting for the actual government employees, because they do get open records requests. There are some businesses, like, they don't play about this. They get open records and they submit it. Sometimes you have to pay per page depending on the county. But again, Buck Global, $100,000. So let's now go in, y'all. Let's do some research on Buck Global. That's an interesting name. Buck Global LLC, Austin, Texas. Now, if this is an Austin, Texas company, y'all know how I feel about these. I feel like this is why I do these type of meetings. We should be doing business in our community. Even if you're not in Henry, you live in Georgia, you work here, play here, pray here, you what else? You work, play, pray, and you stay here. You should be doing business here. So if this business is in fact in Texas, then, I hope not, but it could be. Okay, I've had business outside of Georgia myself. All right, so it says it's in Austin, 2004. So again, I don't know. But they got awarded $100,000 for this contract. Okay. And again, you can view the details about it. And again, you can do an open records place. All right, Takia, yeah, girl, yeah. You can do an open records request for the proposal. So this was for an assessment of marketing communication. So basically they're going and doing an assessment, which is super easy. I used to do this in corporate. I was an assessor before the auditors went in, before the FFIEC. And I showed you how to create your proposal in ChatGPT. So I actually use ChatGPT. I'm applying for fellowship. I went in and asked it things about me and it gave me it and I reworded it. I'm like, why work hard when you can work smart? So again, these are things that you can do. And they got paid $100,000 to do it. Okay. All right. Going back to Georgia procurement. If you all want to drop something in the chat that you want me to look up, I'm happy to do it. But again, going with marketing, I just went with what was awarded. You can do an open records request to view the proposal. You will not see the cost proposal, but you already know what was awarded was $100,000. So you already, for whatever their proposal is, they were awarded $100,000 to do this. I'll tell you, from my city, we had a $300,000 award for a 26-page disparity study. 26 pages. When I read it, I was like, I know I could have put this together, but it's not my area of expertise. Oh, okay. Another award, marketing and branding, notice of award. Okay, project. Okay, I'm going to look up project. So let's see with this award and let's see who it went to. And what I want you to start noticing is how many bids. That's why I keep saying, please bid. I need to have some bid sessions too. All right. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. ID5, they put in their bids in. Birdsall Voss and Associates, $200,000 for marketing and branding. And again, you can see who received it. So open contract, you might be able to go to them and say, hey, I noticed that you were awarded this contract. Are there any subcontracting opportunities? My company does this. So they're a full service marketing agency. And if this is the one, it says that they're located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So see why I'm doing this? Why is there a company in Milwaukee, Wisconsin getting our business here in Georgia? I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. Wow. Right. And remember, for many of you, depending on your county, we get preference, local preference. And then one of my commissioners today, now I'm not going to state who, but in Henry, because I don't know if it's 100% true, and I'd like to verify, but they were saying that we get paid more because we're local to the county. I just thought we got additional percentage points. So I don't want to say who, but why, I'm like, so the company, where was that other one that we just looked at? Literally is not in our county. Birdsall Voss and Associates in Milwaukee, founded in 84, older company, and they're bidding on business in our county. Like, you should have a problem with that. Like, you should feel some kind of way. I know I do. Trend Tech Logistics Vision. So you only have 4 bids. Okay. So they were the highest scored open contract. And this is for branding and marketing for Georgia State, Robinson College. So it's a college school of business. They're not here. Maybe they have somebody that works there. I don't know. Look at Latoya. No, Latoya, we have programs. I disagree because there are thousands of dollars funneled into it. Y'all have to take advantage of these programs. And I'm here doing this for a reason. There's too many how to do business programs in every single one of these counties. Okay, I don't see here the actual bid. Okay, so let me look up proposal. Okay, Charles, see, so you need to be reaching out and talking to somebody. But if you don't do this, let's see what the bid tab. I think we talked about this proposal when it came out. So, oh, here's the tabulations. Okay, they may have had a few more. They just didn't put them on there. Okay, Vision Point Marketing, Net Natives, Hybrid, Black Mixture, ER Marketing Group. Well, they really knocked it out the park with 796 with the final score. They knocked it out the park. So the second closest score was 662. So again, if you want to see their proposal, you can do an open records request. All right, let me put in project, and I'm going to go ahead and answer questions because I have to jump off about 5 till to jump on the other call. If you want to come on the political side, let's talk politics. So let's do project. I don't know if you want project management project, but we're going to do awarded. Let's do open initially, all. Okay, let me see here. Let me refresh my screen. Okay, we're going to do all, and we're going to do project. Okay, so this is, let me see here. Go back again. These old antiquated systems. Reset.
Tina, while you're looking on that, I was trying to say, this is Latoya, I was trying to say, no, they're coming here because they know Georgia is where it's at. Like we're the, in a
Oh,
good way.
okay.
They're like, oh, let's go, let's
Oh
go
yeah,
find
that's
out what's
right.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Everyone know, girl. My ex-husband used to say, you were such a square. Girl, they know you're right. Everyone wants to, and again, I'm a transit, okay? I'm transit. When we came from I'm a transplant, as they say. I came from Ohio. My husband's from New Jersey. I get it. But we have roots here now. We live in Georgia. Like I said, we play here, work here, pray here, everything. So we should be doing business here. But you're right. I mean, listen, we move here. This is where our money is flowing. All right. So for project, again, I don't know specifically what you're doing. I don't know if you're doing project management, but there's one here, project management assistance in Albany, Georgia.
Yeah, I saw that one. But I
Okay.
did project management mostly. Well, project MAN. And then it popped, three items popped up.
Okay, good. And if you're doing it, are you doing it on the infrastructure side, Takia?
More so on the IT and business management side, not the infrastructure.
Try to figure out, you could work with she's a client of mine. Let me find her, Project Business Academy. She knows a lot in this space. Is a product girl, I forget her. Tamara McLemore. We did her
No.
website. She's been a client. We did all her videos. So if you
Oh,
guys,
yes, I know her.
yeah, this is our work here. So try to reach out to her, but I would try to get into the infrastructure space. Project management is project management. I used to do like I was an assessor, but our program managers, you're just managing the project, but it's the same thing. You want to get into the infrastructure space.
Okay.
That's where the money is. You got to go where the money is. So I would try to figure out this for infrastructure.
Okay.
You wouldn't be on this call. Trust me, you'd be super duper duper busy. Like you might jump on because you'd be like, Montina's my girl. Like I go to my cycle class because I like the instructor, but this is where your money is. So this is where I would probably focus my attention.
Okay, so let me just add that to the to-do list.
Yeah, add it to your to-do. And I would say, and you all hear me saying infrastructure. Latoya, I want to say I saw something for events recently too, but project management, let's go back into project management, infrastructure, Department of Transportation. Because you may need to get pre-qualified. Project management. See, they have a whole handbook for transportation project managers.
And it's
They
so
have a
fun.
whole,
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
yeah, yeah. There's plenty of work in that space. You have your PMP.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's where I would suggest. I mean, IT you can do, I'm sure but they have a whole, but look, it's in 2012. Like they ought to be ashamed of themselves, but maybe much
Maybe I can
hasn't changed.
update that for them.
Yeah. So again, look at that. Let's go back to the procurement. Okay, so let me go into the Bidnet. But again, project, you guys know how to search the procurement. I can't tell you how many hundreds of millions of dollars of opportunities I send when I'm out here on this. I might go in, I have companies in design construction, I have companies in electrical, and I'm constantly just like, hey, look at what I found. And they're, of course, they just think the world of me, but I'm already out here looking at it. Or I might go and have a company that we're doing a website for in the roofing space. I'll come out and say, hey, look what I found out in roofing, because they're not coming out here because they don't have the time to do it. Right. So I can come out. So if you have a client, especially in the marketing space, one of the things that really worked well for me, especially in the legal industry, is I always connected my clients to each other, because attorneys, 40% of their book of business is referrals. That's why I say go into an industry and go really wide and go deep. You don't have to go so wide, go deep in that industry. I mean, my clients were closing, $50 million deals or making, I didn't know workers' comp, they have a personal injury, and with mold cases, that personal injury, and they were all making money together. And of course, they all trusted me. So it helped me to keep their business a lot longer. So our average client might've stayed with us like 8 years. We still have some of the same clients over 10 years. Because we were as concerned about their opportunities as they were. So I logged into Bidnet. I'm already logged in. You do not need to pay for an account. It's called Bid Direct. I'll put it in here. Bidnet Direct. You do not need to pay for an account. But there are projects, and you see here, open solicitations, closed, awarded. Some of them, I do get invitations out of here, but you don't have to pay. If I click on something and it's like, oh, I need to pay for something, I'm not paying for it. But here it has your member agencies when you log into Bidnet. And I'm going over this because somebody had a question about it last week. Let me close up some of these. And I'm only going to take another minute or so here and then answer any questions. So here, these are the member agency bids. So if it's a member agency bid, you don't have to pay anything to see it. There are some here, like right now you can stay out of the federal space, but you don't have to upgrade. And if you do, I think it's like 20 bucks a month, but you can come in and see what's going on. So right now I might say, oh, the Stonebridge Clubhouse renovation. I have a client in the design build space. So I might want to look at it and it'll give me the information and you can download the documents right here and it tells you the days. So the thing that can be confusing is we see it listed there for the city of Rome, but let's go out here and see if the city of Rome is actually listed out, has that listed on the procurement site. Because again, I don't know, which is why I say kind of be plugged into them also. City of Rome, let's see if it's still out, if it's out here. And it could be that it directs us to Bidnet. Okay, nope. See how it's not out here? So again, that's just how they do things. Okay, that's just how they do things. Okay, so sometimes it's out there, sometimes it's here. So if you had to pick a couple places, like I said, pick a couple of counties you might want to do work in, build relationships. I was out at my commissioner meeting this morning that I'll talk about a little bit later. But it's still all about the relationships. You can bid, you can bid, you can bid. Now, I don't know how these other companies are coming and taking our business, but they probably, like I went to a Georgia Minority Supplier Development Council event and a lady had flown in from someplace else. They flew the person in. There was a guy at my meeting today and he was there as a business consultant or maybe like business development. But I knew the company. See, I asked very specific questions in the space that I'm in, and I ended up finding out that he worked for a company. Actually, I knew the person, and I'm like, "Would you work with? Do you work for? Do they subcontract out?" Because he was like overindulging in few. Like he just was. I can listen. Don't lie to people because we can automatically tell what you got going on, and not based on what you have on, but just your conversation. Like I know business owners, and he was not telling the complete truth. So just when you go to these spaces, but he was still there building relationships. Okay. So you can still come out here, but again, looking up here, state and local bids, it might go in. Okay. So let's say I want to look at some of the state and local bids, but see, they have, and it has here pre-bid event, but if I click on it, it's not going to let me see it. See, because I'd have to upgrade to statewide notifications. Now, if you really, really want to do some due diligence, I might go onto the Bidnet and say, oh, what's on Georgia procurement? But, you probably don't have that type of time. So yes, things do tend to be a little bit of everywhere, but if you're in business, you have to take time to prospect. You have to take time to prospect, okay? All right, so what questions do you have that I can answer to? Oh, and I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of our new website. We're actually almost done. So we're only building websites for companies in the construction industries. So literally we'll have some of our recent work here. We've done all industries, but I don't want to focus on everybody because I want to get in one space. And then you'll see here, and again, my team is almost done. I go in on the last thing and kind of see, look, I probably messed something up here. Did I do that? And kind of look at what we have. Oh, website development here. And this is, no, get a new website. Oh, I done messed something up. This is the stuff I do. I didn't went in and broke something, y'all. I probably took it off. I wanted to show y'all to get a new website, but oh, here it is. Okay. And then you see here where we have the construction trades that we work with listed. See, I'm real simple with things. I don't want y'all to sign up and work with me because I don't want to work with you if you don't do this space. And then what we did is we embedded our book a call here. So my calendar is here. So the thing that I recommend, I always say this, look, if you're going to be a copycat, copy the right cat. Just copy the right cat. I'm a cat. I like to just go in, make it very clear about who I want to work with and who I don't. So now when they come to the website and even go to book time on my calendar, it literally will ask them those questions like, hey, do you have a company in the construction trades? But you might say, well, Montina, can't you do it for everybody? I can. But I know who I'm not going to have to sit up here and hassle about money. I know who's going to, and I know their industry. So I also know that when I say, hey, I'm going to be sending you opportunities, it makes sense. So again, as you're thinking about who you're working with, does it make sense for you? And are there opportunities for it to be a win-win-win? Okay. All right. Takia, what questions do you have? Thank y'all for
Hi.
joining.
Yep. Hi, good question. So as far as the infrastructure project management, what is the best way to, to transition into that field, or where's the first place to go? Is it GDOT, or is there like a like a good place to start?
That I would transition. Again, I don't know your industry. So that's why I said talk to Tamara. Like me, I'm the type of person, I pay people for their time.
Okay.
So if I have questions in this space, I'd find somebody already in this space. One of the things I noticed that a lot of people get wrong, and I tend to get it right, is I offer people money. Like I'll pay you $1,000 to shorten the learning curve. So find somebody already working in this space and say, hey, look, I would love to have see if I can get on your calendar, if you can answer a few questions. And, I'm definitely willing to pay for your time, and they'll do
Okay.
it. Yeah, do that. That's why I said I would recommend somebody in that space. Because when I think project management, just like I think business, it's all fundamentally the same, but it could be completely different. But
Yeah.
I would go into the industry where the money is. So I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than be a small fish in a big pond. And to me, just based on what I know in the IT space, it just seems like there's a lot of people in that space. And it also seems like there's a dominant minority in that space that's really getting a large bit of that business.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I call it, let's shorten the learning curve. And I'm all about shortening the learning curve. But like I said, reach out to somebody already in the space, pay them for their time. People come on all the time. I say, can I pick your brain? No, just come onto this call. I'm very, very particular. And again, I'm unapologetically me. I just don't have time for it anymore.
Right.
But pay somebody, find somebody, go to Clarity and pay somebody, or ping Tamara, say, hey, Montina said I should reach out to you. And I would love to book a call. I'm more than willing to pay for your time. And when you approach it that way, people, they sign up like that. But
Yeah.
shorten the learning curve.
Okay. Pay to accelerate.
Yeah, that's, and it's honorable.
Yeah, it
People
is.
run around here talk about, can you mentor me? That's why I do this call too, because so many people will come up to me, and you know what I'll do? I'll invite them to this call. People will not show up. I think they get offended, but whatever.
You're dropping gems on this call, so I'm a
Yeah.
pro with Team Georgia Marketplace right now.
Yay. And like I said, we'll get more. 215 people signed up, but it's me, because again, I'm out here really running business and doing things. Deidre's up here. She was with me this morning. We were at the commissioner. And then if you all are in Henry County, we're doing a pitch practice session. If you want to come out here and join us, it'd be a great time, because I'm going to do a mini workshop, and then your peers, not just me, you're going to get feedback from everybody in that room. And there are going to be our purchasing department in that room. So, I'm doing things that people aren't doing or haven't done, because most of the time in the how to do business segments, they're employees. And it's no offense to anybody.
Right.
When you're on this side, my posture is different, because this is not monopoly money.
No.
Even your time to show up here, if you're billing out at $300 an hour, even if you're still young in your business, 150 or 75 an hour, that's time that literally I've cut out from your prospecting. So you're investing in your learning. That's why I take it seriously.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Please make sure y'all are bidding. Welcome. Hey, Nora, I see you, girl. you at Rice. Okay, I see you. I'll be down there tomorrow. So I'll be at Rice tomorrow. I think I'll probably be down around 9:30, 10. So if you need anything, let me know. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, there we go.
What'd you say?
No, I was joking. I said I live at Rice.
Oh, trust me. I see y'all down there. Get it. Listen, I wish Rice was around when I was. So I'm jumping off, because y'all know I like to talk politics. I'm running for office next year, elected position. I'm not out here playing no games, but I got to get y'all up to speed, because I need you in the rooms for not just support and campaigning and all that, but for the opportunity to get to understand how this works, get in front of these commissioners and council members. Deidre was at our commissioner meeting this morning. I was able to introduce her to all these people. You need to understand how this world works in terms of democracy, not just democracy, but Democrats and Republicans. A lot of these positions, city council, are nonpartisan. 3/4 of them are nonpartisan. I have a Republican meeting tonight to go to. I go to Democratic meetings. You all will be really surprised that some of the people just run for the seats like, well, I'm not going to say this term I was going to say, it might not be acceptable, but what I will say is one person that Deidre and I met today, she was head of the Republican Party and she ran Democrat to get the seat. Didn't she say that, Deidre? Yeah, she did. She ran Democrat to get the seat. There are a lot of things in this space. I was talking to my grandma earlier that y'all wouldn't understand. And I'm starting to understand it. And I'm like, woo. I signed up to be a poll worker. I had to go through and deal with a real contentious person. Like, this is some crazy stuff I hear. I mean, crazy. All right, y'all. If y'all want to join me on the political side, come over. But I got to go. I will see y'all next week. Thanks, y'all. I'm gonna try to get this posted. I promise. I got the summary here. Hey, Robert. Robert. Okay, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. I got your email.
Actually, I can't make it, but I'm sending a coworker there.
Okay, cool.
And we worked on the pitch together, so I think hopefully you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, bye, y'all. I gotta go. See y'all.
Bye-bye.